This is Cutting Down the Nets. March 10th, Friday. Only a few days left till Selection Sunday. This is a super late video, but you got to show your face after you get your teeth kicked in. And yesterday, I got my teeth kicked in. And it ain't fun, but there's only one way to fight through this. It's to come back. It's to be accountable. Look, I made some mistakes. I played some thin plays, but overall it just didn't work. So 2-9. Yeah, it's frustrating. I did see some handicappers I respect that are far sharper than me have tough days too. So, yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's just super frustrating. All I can do is grind through it. Looking at today, Wichita State, Tulane. Paddy strongly favors Wichita State. Shot quality favors Wichita State, even recent. So why is this line so short? I think it's a matchup problem for Wichita State. So Tulane is going to force you into a lot of three-point looks with their wonky zones they run. And Wichita State's not a good shooting team. However, Wichita State is a pretty good offensive rebounding team, and that zone will leave Tulane vulnerable to second chance opportunities. So I'm not loving this matchup, but I'm certainly okay with it being negated a little bit on the offensive glass. Norfolk State, North Carolina Central is next. Norfolk State runs an extremely compact defense that forces a nearly 50% three-point rate, but they also give up like 30% of the shots at the rim for dunks and layups. So Central isn't much different, though. So what you're going to see is three-pointers on both sides, turnovers on both sides, offensive rebounds on both sides. I'm just leaning into the data here that in a close game, I'm on the Central side. Clemson, Virginia, Paddy, SQ, two different sides. So Virginia's not played well. Shot quality seems to think that's a bit unlucky. So, yeah, kind of torn there, but just going to sit that game. I don't want to back Clemson. So this is more of a, I think Paddy wants to fade Virginia, which I am willing to do, but probably not with a team like Clemson and not with that big of shot quality discrepancy. Maryland, Indiana is next. So Maryland has two outliers on the offensive side that's lifting them a little bit, but look, Paddy and shot quality both have Maryland pretty comfortable here. I am bullish on Indiana. I think they're one of the few Big Ten teams that could probably make a pretty good run in the dance. But here in this spot against Maryland, getting 2.5 points, I like the Terps side. I am willing to deplete my entire bankroll, martingale, against Grand Canyon until I'm broke. As they came in this conference tournament, I said, look, this team has a profile that is Jekyll and Hyde the first half of the year before losing one of their key defensive contributors. Was a pretty good defense. Since then, it's been trash. What did they do? They won two close games despite giving up a 118.5 and a 117 adjusted defense in their last two wins. Not sure those last two opponents were the teams to capitalize on it. I do think Sam Houston State is the team to capitalize on it. They can win the turnover battle. They can win the offensive rebound battle. They have better shooting. Like this is it, guys. I'm getting this one. I'm getting it. Grand Canyon, get out of here. If not, I'll see you in the first round of the dance. I also played Cal State Fullerton plus 3.5. Shot quality strongly favors Fullerton here. All other data just has it pretty close, so it just felt like a good number that has moved in my favor a little bit. A red game. What's a red game? Well, here's the deal. I don't know what to do with this red game, and I have to figure this out before next week. TCU. Mike Miles missed January 31st to February 15th, right in the middle of my Paddy data set. So if I'm looking at like 15 games or so and weighting the more recent ones even more intensely, him missing those 4 or 5 games right in the middle of that is going to throw things off. If you remove those games just completely, now I've got like TCU minus 3-ish, close to 4. But here's the problem. They've shot well in those games. Obviously, Miles helps that. But Eddie Lampkin missed around the same time that Miles did. And Lampkin's not back and probably won't be back. So, excuse me. tough decision there. I don't know how I'm going to handle their data set and my projection of them, but yeah, their offense jumped from like 113.8 to 117.8 if you remove the games Miles missed, and then the defense went down significantly, like 96.6 to 87.2. So that's that's a NCAA champion type profile, and I feel like it's cherry picked a little too much. So I'm gonna sit this one out, give them. Hopefully they win this game, so I get another data point to try and evaluate going into next week. Riverside Santa Barbara is really similar to like Fullerton and Irvine, just without the big shot quality edge. It's like, yeah, this game feels like a toss up. So 3.5 feels good. So I'd lean Riverside, just not sure where I'll go there. Bunch of orange games here. The one that I probably have the most interest in of the orange games, where it isn't a big shot quality disparity, is Utah State, Boise State. They kind of have that right at the line, so not sure what I'll do there. Both teams are going to shoot a lot of threes. Both teams can make a lot of threes. Just introduces a lot of variance to the game. Arkansas, Texas A&M. They've played twice this year. I don't know if I'm still chasing that one loss I had there, but Arkansas should have won the first game. They lost. Then they covered the second game. So this feels like me getting that first one back. But I have it as a pick 'em. Arkansas is shooting the ball better, but this is still a good matchup for Texas A&M. Again, force Arkansas into jumpers would be the story there. Texas Southern. Why did I play a game so far down here? Mainly because of the shot quality. It was a pick 'em, and it was just like, yeah, I'll just take this, and that line shot up. That was one of the overnights I took. That game's happening right now, so there's nothing we can really do about it at this point, and it looks like they are tied at halftime, so shame on me for trusting shot quality more than myself. So here's my card. I don't know, some might call it fade fuel after yesterday, but bunch of short dogs. Sam Houston State, the lone favorite, and then A&M, Texas Southern as pick'ems. On my radar is Riverside and Utah State. Better luck today. Let's get after it. After this, 2 more days, and then plenty of bracket and first and second round shows coming up on Cutting Down the Nets.